What's up, gaming fans? In this video, we're making a Marvel Rivals tier list. Just remember that this Marvel Rivals tier list is full of personal choices and things that others might not agree with. So if there is something that you would like to suggest, make sure to leave a comment below. Alright, I think we can get started with the tier list. So first, let's go with Groot. I think that's a solid S tier character to start with. His ultimate is really good. It's a great crowd control and just the ability to put up walls, that's huge. His role, I feel, is similar to Doctor Strange, but with Doctor Strange and Magneto, like any other tank, you have to physically be there to block, and Groot can just pop a wall and move away. I think that gives him a solid advantage. That's an S tier move right there. And his combo moves with Jeff and Rocket. I don't think Jeff's combo is. I don't think Jeff is a very good character. Like right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put him in C. I think it's fine in quick matches and like early competitive, but I don't think it's a long term viable option for anyone because you're not gonna get that many people with your ultimate. And even if you do, a lot of characters can just jump away or move away so quickly that it doesn't matter. I also have a problem with Jeff's skin. Jeff the Landshark, I actually love the character in the comics. I followed almost all of those comics, both Deadpool and Gwenpool. But my issue is his costumes take up like a lot of the screen space. And the pink dolphin costume also makes him a pretty bright target. That's not good when you're a healer. Yeah, I think he's a C tier there. Doctor Strange, I'm gonna put an S along with Groot. I think he's a solid tank. Just the ability to block damage altogether. His ultimate is really cool. Like if you time it well with your teammates, that's a game changer right there. And his attacks are also moderately powerful. You need to aim them well. You need to have good accuracy. But yeah, he's an S tier character. Let's check Magneto. Where are you? I think Magneto is an A tier. I wanna put him higher. Magneto is actually the first character I played in the game, but I just don't think he gets that much. His attacks are very, very weak. He has the shield, but I don't know. I think he's an 80 at best. His ultimate is also. I don't feel his ultimate that often. Like, even when I'm playing against good Magneto characters, as a healer, I don't die from his ultimates. I just pop down a heal and I'm good. Penny Parker, I think, is also a 80 character. I used to main Penny Parker before switching to Doctor Strange. And the thing I absolutely love about Penny Parker's gameplay is that she's a, she can do both DPS and tank. The only issue I had was that she doesn't have a block really, so you're very, very extremely dependent on healers. But her mines are amazing. Her movement is amazing. Like I wish Doctor Strange had that movement. And her ultimate is also pretty cool. That's a movement control. That's a population control too. You can just smash away the squishies. Captain America, I'm gonna put him in B tier. I don't think he's a good frontline defense. Like he has a decent block. His ultimate is fine, but I think he's just moderate at everything, and he doesn't deserve a space in the A tier. He's definitely not on the same level as Penny or Magneto, that's for sure. I'm gonna put Hulk right beside them in A tier as well. Because I feel like Hulk has good damage, he has decent damage blocking, but I don't know, maybe I just never met that great Hulk players. It just feels like he's always underutilized. I don't see him I don't see him absolutely destroying matches like Doctor Strange or Groot, or even Penny Parker for that matter. Let's check Mr. Venom. Yeah, Venom is a solid S tier character. I don't think that's even an argument there. He's way too good. He's a flanker, which is great. He One issue we occasionally run into with Venom is some Venom players think they're just too good, and even when the team is missing some key elements, like the other tank is not having a good day, Venom still tries to do his own thing. Venom players, they still go to the front, they still try to flank. That's an issue because the backlines are not supported. As a tank, it's also your responsibility to ensure the backlines have sufficient support so they can heal you. And just going your own way to DPS, coming back for heals is not gonna work because the healers are gonna die, right? It's a simple logic. I don't know why a lot of people miss this. It's annoying playing as a healer. Thor, I think, is a B tier character. He has decent gap closer. He has a decent attack. He has good shielding. But I don't see anything extraordinary out of him. I like his costumes though, but he's still a B tier. Mr. Fantastic, the combo tank and DPS. I think he's an A tier too. This might be controversial because Mr. Fantastic, I feel like a lot of people think he's not that good of a character, but I think he is. Like, I think he has the potential to be at least. One of the main reasons being he can reflect damage, which is extremely useful with cases like Iron Man. Second, his gap closure is really good. He cannot run away that quickly, but if there's a teammate nearby, he can just go shield them, which is cool. And I also like his ultimate. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I like it. It does a decent chunk of damage. I like his combo with Invisible Woman though, and I think once the Fantastic Four, all of them come out, we're gonna see a lot of usage of both Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. Right now, I don't think a lot of people are using him because he's still new to the game, and well, he's mid, I guess, in a lot of people's opinion. But I feel like he has potential there. After the Fantastic Four release, like Human Torch and the Thing, I might pop him up to S tier. Speaking of, Invisible Woman, I think is a good B tier character. She can be an A tier character. The only thing is, I don't find her ult that appealing. Like, compare that to other healers, Cloak and Dagger, Luna Snow, Mantis, Loki. I don't feel like Invisible Woman's ultimate is that good. It's a game changer. It can be used effectively. I have seen people do that. I have done that. My longest kill streak in competitive is from Invisible Woman, 29 kills. I usually don't play DPS. I usually play a tank or healer, so I feel that's pretty decent. And I like that character, but I just don't think there is the viability yet. Maybe once the Fantastic Four are released and we see all of their combinations, we can put her in A tier. But for now, I think she's a good match in the B tier. Cloak and Dagger, that's an S tier character right there. I don't even need to tell you guys why. It's just amazing. As Dagger, you can heal. It has lock on, so it's okay even if you're not amazing at aiming. And as Cloak, you can escape when someone's trying to flank you, or you can straight out kill them. There are cases I killed players, I killed tanks that were trying to flank me. I killed Venom mostly that were trying to flank me, and Captain America too, as Cloak and Dagger. Man, that adrenaline rush is something else, huh? When you kill a tank, when you can kill a flanking tank as a healer, that's a rush. Adam Warlock, that's an S tier character for sure. I think he's also. I'm not sure on the statistics here, so don't quote me on this. I think he's one of the most banned players in competitions, tournaments, because The combination of him and Mantis is just so broken that I think he has to be banned. Like, he's not only good at healing, he can revive Mantis, who's also great at healing. And when both of your healers are not dying that much, it's a real issue for the other team. I mean, it's a real issue. A lot of time gets wasted between movement from your respawn point to wherever your team is right now. He's eliminating all of that. That's amazing. And the time too, of course, yeah. Let's check Rocket Raccoon. Some players might place him in S tier after the update. His heals are broken for sure. The only reason I'm putting him in A tier and not S is if I'm playing as any other S tier healer, I can do more damage than Rocket Raccoon can. Some people might not consider this because they play him as a pure healer and they have like less than 1k damage and a lot of heals, but I don't think that's the way to go. I just disagree with the playstyle. Luna Snow, I think, is an S tier character. Her ult is just broken. We don't need to discuss that. Let's go to DPS. Who first? Oh, Loki. We have Loki in healers. Right, Loki, I think, is also an S tier. Let's put him in A tier, actually. I don't think. Yeah, Loki is good. The only issue with him is I feel his ult is underwhelming compared to the other healers' ult in the top S tier. Cloak and Dagger's ult is amazing. Adam Warlock has a great ult. Mantis has a great ult. Luna Snow's ult is one of the best in the games. And hmm, yeah, Loki just doesn't compare to that, in my opinion. Let's get to the DPS. The snipers first. Black Widow. I'm gonna put her in B tier. The thing I don't like about Black Widow is playing against her as a healer because they always target healers first. You know who I'm talking to. I don't like getting sniped, as most players don't. But she is very squishy. Black Widow Black Widow players have been able to damage me quite a bit and made me be on alert, but they never really kill me. And they don't kill in the front lines either. I mean, once you close the gap with Black Widow, it's pretty much game over. Hawkeye, I'm gonna give an exception there and put him in A tier because I feel like a lot of people think Hawkeye can be S tier, but as someone who did play him, I think it's I think he's better suited in the A tier. You need to know how to play Hawkeye extremely well to play him effectively. There's a high skill ceiling there. I like his combo with Black Widow though. I hope they give him more combos. I like Hawkeye as a character in Marvel comics in general. Next up we have Moon Knight. I think that's a solid S tier character. One, the Ankh is amazing. His ultimate is broken. It's one of the most damaging ults in the game, and it doesn't have a delay like Iron Man's ult or Scarlet Witch's ult. You can kill Moon Knight while he's casting his ult, and you will still die. He can be like Moon and die, and you will also die with him. The Moon is actually haunting you. He's insane. I hate Moon Knight. I hate playing against Moon Knight. I like it when he's on my team though because I'm usually Cloak and Dagger and I like the combo. Spider-Man, I think it's a B tier character at best. I don't know, I've never come across any good Spidey players for sure. They all just immediately die. They try to do something on the backlines, I guess, but they either try to just escape or die immediately. I'm also gonna go ahead and put Iron Man here because I don't think he's very good as a player. Like there are things you can do with him for sure, but if you have even one counter attack against him, He's gonna die. Yeah, Iron Man definitely belongs in the B tier. I might get some hate for this, but I don't know. My heart won't let me place him anything more than B. Star Lord, I'm gonna go ahead and place him in A tier. He gets bonus points for having the combo with Adam Warlock. If he dies when Adam Warlock is in team, he can cocoon revive. That's very advantageous, and also his damage is not bad. It's decent. He has fair damage. His ultimate is pretty good though. I mean, you can kill an annoying DPS with that, or an annoying tank if there are no healers beside them. All right, let's check Squirrel Girl. I This might be a hot take here, but I think I'm pretty sure I'm gonna place Squirrel Girl in S tier because one, she doesn't need to aim that well. It's gonna hit you no matter where you are. I have seen Squirrel Girl players kill me, and they're not even in the camera. They can't even see me. They're just throwing the nuts out randomly, and those nuts are hitting me. It's nuts. Pun unintended. Yeah, she's definitely an S tier character. I also like her ultimate, just burrowing in the ground and dashing through. I don't think that does a lot of damage, but as a healer, I have died to that twice or thrice. Hela, I think, is an A tier character. I might get hate for this too because a lot of people think Hela is just extremely good, and she has one of the highest damages DPS in the game. But she's also just that squishy. You can kill her with a healer. I think that's a big disadvantage there. I have killed Hela as Cloak and Dagger several times. Definitely more times than Hela players killed me as Cloak and Dagger. Storm, after the recent update, is definitely an S tier. Her ultimate is so broke. You cannot out heal it. If you're caught in her ultimate, you're dead. Technically, you can shoot her and kill her, but it's almost so impossible because one, there are annoying particles around her, making it impossible to aim. Two, even if you do manage to get headshots, you're gonna need a lot of them, or a lot of people targeting, especially her. And three, while you're doing this, the other players are not just gonna look at you; they're gonna kill you. So it's just so broke. That's so unfair. I'm pretty sure they're gonna nerf her in the next update, though. I mean, I've heard these comments from a lot of players. Wolverine, I think, has the potential to be an S tier for being a tank crusher, but I think he doesn't get used that well. His and Hulk's combo is just really good. He can steer midair. Like when the Hulk is throwing him, he can steer where he wants to land. That's great because he can land just behind a tank and get the tank to your side. That means you can kill the tank. Now the other team is left with either one tank or no tanks. But yeah, he has the potential to be an S tier for sure. Scarlet Witch, I think, is a B tier character. I think she can be C tier too, depending on how high up the ranks you are. Her ultimate has such a delay that you can just kill her. Unless it's a very good player and they know how to hide. Yeah, Scarlet Witch can be C or B, depending on the circumstances and team composition too. Iron Fist, I think, is a C tier. I cannot place him any more than that. I have never encountered a single good Iron Fist player. They all suck. I also don't like his ult that much and his meditative pose, whatever he's doing there. It's just, I don't know. I like the character Iron Fist. I like his lore. I like his costumes. I just don't like his gameplay. Black Panther, I'm gonna put him in S tier. Some people might argue with me on this because he might be an A tier too, but I just struggle against him so much as a healer. If I don't have backup, I'm dead. I'm pretty sure I can defend against anyone else, But if I don't have backup against Black Panther, that's it. That's game over. Yeah, he definitely belongs in the S tier. Magic, I'm gonna put her in B tier. I have not seen a lot of good Magic players either. Maybe it's just me, but they all almost die immediately. They try to escape, but it's not so good. Her ultimate also feels kind of underwhelming to me. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in B tier. Namor, I'm gonna pop him up in the S tier. I think he's an extremely good character. His ultimate is really good. It's a really good team play mechanic because when he launches his ult, you lose your footing. You fall if you're in the ultimate. So even if you're not dead, that's a major advantage for the other team. They can kill you while you're down. If Namor and somehow Moon Knight happen to be in the same team and both of them launch their ults at the same time, I think there's potential to wipe. Psylocke, I think argument can be made on putting her in the S tier. She has great mid-range damage control. Her and Star-Lord too, by the way. They have great mid-range control. And her ultimate is also insane because I think a lot of people misunderstand how her ultimate works because I have seen people in chat complain about this when I'm playing Psylocke. You won't, as long as you're in the circle while she's targeting you, you die. I mean, she gets to you, she dashes to you. I think people misinterpret that as the circle being the character's range. No, the circle is the range for marking. So as long as you're in the circle while she's marking you, you're marked. She's gonna dash to you next. So once you are marked, even if you get out of the circle, she's still gonna dash to you. Which is insane because the circle is usually supposed to represent her range of damage, but in this case it's just range of marking. I have seen a video on Reddit recently, I think it was on Reddit or Tumblr. There was a Rocket Raccoon player trying to escape from Psylocke and Psylocke still killed them. And they were like, how the hell did this happen? Rocket Raccoon's teleport ability is also interesting. Dash ability is also dash ability is also interesting by the way. Because technically it's a teleport ability. His dash box doesn't move with him. His hitbox doesn't move with him. So when he's dashing, until after the animation is complete, his hitbox is still here. So after the dash completes, his hitbox is gonna come to wherever he dashed to. It's hard to hit him like that. These two characters I always struggle with. I don't know where they belong. I think one of them goes in A. I think Punisher is an A tier character. I think Punisher is a very good A tier character, especially for beginners who like to shoot. His ultimate, I feel, can be devastating as long as it's positioned well. If you have good brawlers, you can kill him while he's using his ultimate. But if not, you're gonna need a good healer to heal whatever damage he's doing to your tanks. And if you don't have tanks, good luck. Winter Soldier. Do I put him in A or B tiers? I don't like his character, like, fundamentally. I don't like Bucky Barnes, like, as a Marvel character. But this is a decent playable character. I'm gonna put him in B tier. I think he's not better than Iron Man or Scarlet Witch. I actually might get a lot of hate for this. All of my B tier characters. The thing is, all of the Marvel Rivals characters are good. There is no objectively bad character, and that makes it harder to list them, rank them. But I think what we have now is a decent ranking. We might get hate for this too. Putting Namor, not Namor, Squirrel Girl in S tier, Mr. Fantastic in A tier, Hawkeye in A tier, Black Widow in B tier, Spider-Man and Iron Man in B tiers, because there are a lot of players using those characters, and I'm not sure how they're gonna take it. But it's just my opinion. If you have any suggestions on how this list can be improved, just let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys.